Cyrus was born around 576 BCE into the royal family of Media. From the very beginning, his life was intertwined with power, politics, and destiny. As a child, he grew up in the grand palaces of the Median court, surrounded by wise counselors and noble guardians who observed his sharp mind and unusual courage. Even at a young age, Cyrus was curious about the world beyond the palace walls. He would listen intently to stories of ancient kings, battles, and empires, imagining himself one day leading great armies and uniting peoples. His early life was not only about royal luxury but also about learning strategy, leadership, and justice. He was nurtured to understand both the art of war and the importance of fairness, laying the foundation for a ruler who would later be remembered across centuries. As Cyrus grew into adolescence, his natural leadership became undeniable. He began to travel among the Persian tribes, speaking to their leaders with confidence and vision. He encouraged unity among the scattered clans, reminding them of their shared heritage and the strength that could come from working together. His charisma, intelligence, and bravery earned him the loyalty of many. In this period, he also learned the delicate balance of diplomacy and force, understanding when to negotiate and when to assert power. The plains and mountains of Persia were witnesses to his rise as a young leader destined to create something far greater than a kingdom, an empire built on both strategy and respect. Once firmly established among the Persians, Cyrus turned his attention to neighboring lands. He first confronted the Medes, his maternal homeland, and skillfully defeated them, uniting Media and Persia under his leadership. But Cyrus's ambitions did not stop there. He expanded his empire through a combination of brilliant military strategy and diplomatic skill. He marched into Lydia and Asia Minor, gradually consolidating his power over a vast territory. In 539 BCE, Cyrus approached Babylon, one of the most powerful cities of the time. Instead of resorting to mass destruction or bloodshed, he entered the city peacefully, showing respect for the traditions, culture, and religion of its people. One of the most remarkable acts during this conquest, as described in the Hebrew Bible, was his release of the Jewish population who had been exiled in Babylon, allowing them to return to their homeland and rebuild the temple in Jerusalem. This act of liberation and respect is also reflected in the Cyrus cylinder, symbolizing human rights, justice, and religious tolerance. Through these conquests, Cyrus not only built one of the largest empires of the ancient world but also established a legacy of leadership rooted in fairness and humanity. As emperor, Cyrus ruled with wisdom, courage, and vision. His empire stretched from the Indus River in the east to Asia Minor in the west, encompassing many peoples, cultures, and religions. He respected their differences, allowed freedom of worship, and established laws that ensured fairness for all. Under his reign, trade, agriculture, and culture flourished. The splendor of the Achaemenid Empire reflected both his personal grandeur and the unity he had created among diverse nations. Even in daily governance, Cyrus was known for his fairness, strategic thinking, and humane approach to leadership. His soldiers were loyal, not only because of discipline but because of respect for their ruler. His subjects revered him not just as a king, but as a just and wise father figure for the empire. When he passed away in 530 BCE, the empire he built remained strong, and his legacy endured. Cyrus the Great became an eternal symbol of leadership, justice, and the ability to combine strength with humanity, a ruler whose story continues to inspire the world even thousands of years later.